Talking with the experts.
In episode 540, join Vincent Valentine as he reveals how AI is revolutionizing creativity and companionship through advanced solutions.
It's more of a companion, like a friend that has always got your back and is there to help you. And the tech that we're using is pretty remarkable. It's, for example, you'll be able to call her. We're going to aim for the men's market to start with, but you'll be able to use the app and then get on the phone and speak how we're doing right now. Speak in real time. She's going to sound really realistic. And also with the tech that we're going to be using, we can detect 16 emotions. So if you're speaking, let's say we do a male version, which is partner.ai, and he detects in your voice that you're a bit angry or a bit frustrated. He will know that through the AI. And then from that, with like therapeutic advice, he won't go, "Oh, you sound stressful." He will basically speak to you in a way to calm you down and bring you out of, like, if you're a bit angry or a bit upset. And the same if you're happy, the AI bot will speak to you and try and elevate you even more to make you feel happy. So it's like having a best friend who will always have your back and won't stab you in the back.
Looking to elevate your brand? Advertise on Talking with the Experts and reach a global audience. With over 36,000 monthly listeners, your message will resonate with a dedicated and engaged community. Hosted by Rose Davidson, our podcast is ranked in the top 100 in Australia and the top 20 in New Zealand. Boost your brand visibility, connect with potential customers, and drive conversions. Our listeners are eager for innovative solutions and expert insights. Let your brand be the one they trust. Ready to grow with us? To learn more about advertising opportunities, contact us today.
Talking with the experts.
Welcome to Talking with the Experts, where we believe that success is a journey, and every journey is easier with help from friends. That's why we bring you top-notch experts and real business heroes eager to share their lessons from the road to success. We delve into new topics each week: effective marketing strategies, innovative problem-solving, financial planning, and team building. We tackle everything you need to know to grow your business and keep it thriving. Whether you dream about launching your first startup or a business veteran looking to shake things up, we've got you covered. With each episode, you'll gain knowledge, boost your confidence, and be inspired to take action. So, grab a coffee, make yourself comfortable, and join our exciting journey. You're not alone in this. We're here, guiding you, cheering for you, and celebrating each milestone. Let's turn your business dreams into reality, starting today. Here is your host, Rose Davidson.
Hello, welcome to Talking with the Experts. I'm your host, Rose Davidson from rosedavidson.com. Talking with the Experts is all about business by business owners for business owners. You can find it on all podcasting streaming platforms and on YouTube. And today it's my very special privilege to invite Vincent Valentine to have a discussion with me about AI and two of his products that he's developing at the moment. And AI, as you know, is relatively new to business owners, and we might touch on a little bit about how business owners can make better use of their AI and, why it's a benefit to them to do so. Now, beg your pardon, Vincent is the CEO of Cognitive AI. This is a holding company, and it develops advanced AI solutions. And we're going to be talking about revolutionizing creativity and companionship. Welcome, Vincent, and thank you so much for joining me on Talking with the Experts.
Hey, Rose, thank you for allowing me to be on the show.
Yeah, so tell me what got you interested in AI and what's brought you to develop these two AI products?
I'm a big nerd, to be fair. Always from being a child, I was always told I was a nerd and stuff. I love sci-fi. And yeah, I've been a solo entrepreneur for 19 years previously, and I'm also a software engineer. So I've always had a interest in advanced technologies. And now, since the rise of GPT, 18 months ago, it's kind of gone mainstream. So it's kind of like the first wave of AI. As you can see, everyone is adopting AI because of GPT. There's thousands of new startups that are using it. And as we've purchased some of the world's best AI domains, like we've got Art.ai, which is one of the projects, Girlfriend.ai, Partner.ai, Home.ai, Real Estate AI, it goes on and on and on. So we will be developing these services in the future. But no, I love the sci-fi element to AI.
I was an early adopter of ChatGPT. I think it's a wonderful platform. I know a lot of people are against it because they think, it's going to take over people's jobs, but I think it can only complement people's jobs, especially when they're in the space of, writing blog posts or copy for, advertising or, those sorts of things. And I think the AI can help them in that way. But so, to me, I think it's a great invention. Whoever invented it, needs a gold medal. However, there are people that are against AI because, they think it's going to take over the world and, do all sorts of horrible things. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, to be fair, I speak to a lot of people and it's always 50-50, like you were saying. A lot of people are terrified of it because of this dystopian future that people predict it's going to happen. And the other people that do embrace it, it's like a superpower. And I use it day to day. Now, if I'm writing like a business plan, I ask GPT or Perplexity to do the research for me, and it saves me having to hire extra help. And the way that you see it is like having a superpower or having an expert at your side, basically telling you what to do. I mean, obviously you don't read into it 100% because you just need to, like, you may need to tweak things 90% of the time. But it's always good to get like an introduction to a subject that you don't really understand and to understand it a bit more. And yeah, ever since Perplexity's come out, I don't use Google anymore. I don't know if you've used that application before.
No, I've not heard of it before.
It's literally like an agent. So Jeff Bezos invested in Perplexity like a year ago, I think it was, and now it's a unicorn worth 2 billion. So it's kind of like you can ask it any question, and it's connected with like 4 or 5 different LLMs like GPT, Llama, Minstrel, you name it, and it will go and search the web for you and come back with the results. It's great for research.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind and have a look at it and see if I can start using it. So I mean, I love using AI to write my show notes. When you get them transcribed through an AI tool, which is what we most people are using, like Otter or Crisp or one of those others. It's still an AI tool, but they don't always get the wording right, or there's some misspelling, and it takes hours and hours and hours. So, for me, I guess cheat, if you want to, for want of a better word, and just put in, what we've talked about, and it comes up with these show notes for me. And I think it's absolutely wonderful.
It's great. Honestly, it's like I said, it's like having a superpower or an expert at your side. And it's going to be a point in time where if you don't use AI, you're going to be left out. Now,
Yeah, I
if you want to
agree.
be old school, it's like it's going to take you longer to do work. But if you do use AI, it could speed up your work 50%. And all our staff in the business, I've told them straight, we need to use AI to speed up. So all the employees uses AI. We just need to embrace it while you can.
Yeah, I agree. Now, you're developing 2 AI products. The first one is Art.ai, which is a social media platform designed to showcase creations of AI artists. Can you just expand on that, and how can people get a hold of it, what it's about, what are the benefits of it, and what are the plans for it moving forward?
Yeah, exactly. With Art.ai, it actually stands for artificial. So it's super easy domain name to know, art.ai. And what we're doing is it's a bit like a hybrid. So as a lot of people like to post on social media platforms, we thought, well, why don't we create a AI only social media platform? So you'd be able to register your handle, upload any work that you've used. So if you've written prompts for, let's say, DALL-E, Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, you can showcase your prompt and also your image or video on the platform. People can upvote them, like them, share them, even download. And this is where we're looking at it because, like, if you look at like Shutterstock and other companies, they don't allow to anything AI. So with us, it's a hybrid, it's a social media platform, and it's like Shutterstock, and it's also like Patreon. So we're allowing people to monetize their creations. So with time, you'd be able to, let's say you find an image that you like on Art.ai and you really know you want to use it for your print or website. The user can set the price, let's say $5, and you can download it and you'll have the full rights to use it wherever you like. And the creator, even though he's created this image with AI, gets a kickback from it as well.
So what moving forward, where do you see Art.ai going?
Well, we're going to be launching closed beta very, very soon. So hopefully by the time this podcast goes live, it will be live. So if it isn't, you can register to be on the closed beta at Art.ai. Just put your name and email in there, and we'll alert you when you're ready to test it. But yeah, it's going to be a slow burner because we understand it's a social media platform and it needs to gain traction. Hopefully with the name, and we're going to attract obviously a lot of experts in this field to come onto the platform to showcase their art. But we're also turning it into a bit of a marketplace as well. So do you know, like Amazon has everything?
Yeah.
What we're planning to do is allow all the other APIs around the world. So if you wanted to subscribe to Midjourney, that's one subscription. And let's say you want to subscribe to OpenAI, that's another subscription to use DALL-E free. So the aim in the long term is to add all the APIs into one platform. So if you want to generate images, you will be able to say, well, I want to generate from Stable Diffusion 3.0 or DALL-E free or Midjourney, and it's just all in one platform. And this is where the SaaS model comes into it. We're going to have like 5 monthly prices and have tokens for the users to use. And then with time, you'll be able to generate music, video, 3D, images, voices, you name it, anything which is artificially generated, you will be able to showcase on the platform and actually create as well.
Oh, that's great advancements, and everything in one place rather than having to have subscriptions to 5 or 6 different platforms. Great innovation,
Exactly.
I think, and good luck with it. I'm sure it will be very popular amongst the masses, and you'll get heaps of people interested in it. So yeah, that will I
it's
think
very
it's
interesting because no one's really done it on a scale before. So we'll be the world's first platform offering this. And we don't know where it's going to go because we don't have any competition in this space. So it's like it could work, it might not work, but what we're going to do is listen to the audience. So anyone using the platform, if they want to build something, we're going to listen, and then we're going to build based on feedback from our users. So it's some things might work, some things might not work, but it's all about the community at the end of the day. And we want to foster a nice, non-toxic community where creators can communicate with other creators and actually learn how to prompt better with it as well.
Yeah, have you got a price point at this stage or not?
Well, we're going to have it free of charge. We're going to, when you join the platform, we're going to give something like 300 tokens free of charge just to trial the service. And then if you like it, you can subscribe from like $9.99 a month. It will go up different tariffs based on how much you want to generate. Or if you just want to upload your own information. So if you're using Stable Diffusion and you just want to showcase what you've built or designed, you can use that, and that doesn't cost a penny. It's only when you need to generate through the platform that's when we need to charge for it.
Oh, wonderful. That sounds wonderful. Now, the second platform is girlfriend.ai. Now, this is designed to help singles find companion and will serve as a tool to assist users in their personal development. Now, just enlighten us a little bit about how this will operate, and who will be your users and who's going to benefit from it.
Yeah, it's a bit controversial, this one, because every time I speak about it, people either love the idea or they get a bit scared about the idea. But have you seen the movie Her before?
No, I don't watch a lot of movies.
It's a Spike Jonze movie from like 11 years ago. It stars Scarlett Johansson. And
I may have seen it.
The premise, and it's basically a guy who went through a divorce and he's depressed, and then all of a sudden he installs this new AI program, which is Scarlett Johansson's voice. And it goes to a point where she gets him out of depression, she makes him happier, and makes him feel a better person. But then halfway through the movie, he falls in love with her and gets a little bit sexual. This is what we're not building. Yeah. We're not going to do this part. It's like there's going to be no nudity, nothing sexual. It's more of a companion, like a friend that has always got your back. and is there to help you. And the tech that we're using is pretty remarkable. It's, for example, you'll be able to call her. We're going to aim for the men's market to start with, but you'll be able to use the app and then get on the phone and speak how we're doing right now. Speak in real time. She's going to sound really realistic. And also with the tech that we're going to be using, we can detect 16 emotions. So if you're speaking, let's say we do a male version, which is partner.ai, and he detects in your voice, the bot, that you're a bit angry or a bit frustrated. He will know that through the AI. And then from that, with like therapeutic advice, he won't go, oh, you sound stressful. He will basically speak to you in a way to calm you down and bring you out of, like, if you're a bit angry or a bit upset. And the same if you're happy, the AI bot will speak to you and try and elevate you even more to make you feel happy. So it's like having a best friend who will always have your back, who won't stab you in the back. He's there to help you. It's one of them things. But the way that we want to build it is it's interesting, because whenever you speak to the bot, we store that information, but it's going to be encrypted. So if we ever get hacked, no one can find your personal information. Even we won't be able to see your data. It's only readable by the bot. And yeah, and it's the more you speak to the bot, the more he or she will get used to you and know about you, knows when you're down, when you're happy, and learn more about you as well. And with time, let's say you were using it for 6 months and another guy in Tasmania was using it as well. We would be able to grab his persona, your persona, and then put it into a virtual relationship for like 1 year to simulate if you guys are actually compatible or not. And if you are, then we'll say, look, do you want to meet this guy? Do you want to meet this girl? So it kind of breaks the ice in a way that you will find somebody, hopefully will be a life partner with it as well.
Touched on, hacking and personal data and all that stuff. I think a lot of people are worried that, getting into these AI apps, that people will, be compromised. Their information will be compromised. How can you as a developer, help that from stop that from happening?
We can encrypt the data. That's one thing. So if someone did do a DDoS and let's say breaking this down, they can grab the data. They won't be able to view the data without a key. But the thing is, we're moving into an area, a niche, and Mustafa Suleyman, who's the CEO of Microsoft AI, is basically came out like a month ago saying that, look, in the next 3 to 5 years, it would be normal for people to have their own AI companion. And it's posed to be like a $1 billion industry, and this is how big it's going to be, because everyone's going to have one. Because if you think GPT is great now, it's very one-sided. Imagine it being backwards and forwards with you, that the bot will call you up in the morning when you need to wake up and go, hey, Rose, no, I hope you have a great day at work today. Here's your meetings. No, have a great day. Everything's okay. If you need me, give me a call. So it's kind of the friendship element that we want to do. We want you to connect with the bot, but not on a romantic level or anything sexual. If you do, we will remind the users, look, sorry, I'm not real. You need
science fiction's become science fact, really, hasn't it? I mean,
exactly. And I reckon in the next 3 to 5 years, it'll be normal for Meta to have their own like companion bot, Samsung, Microsoft. And the thing is, if we go in there first with one thing with cognitive AI is that we're very ethical when it comes down to AI. We want to build things to help humanity, not do the opposite, like trap them in for them to fall in love with the bot and never want to leave the house. So it will come to a point where it'll be like a Netflix subscription. Do you either want to go with Amazon Prime or Netflix? But it'll be the same with your companion bot. Do you want to go with Meta? Do you want to go with X? Do you want to go with Samsung? And the trouble with these big organizations, they will sell your data. Now, if you look at Meta with Facebook and Instagram, they're selling your data. It's free for a reason, because they're selling your data for advertisements, where we're not doing that. We're keeping it very secret. We might do sponsored posts in the future if we do like a total free of charge tier, where if you like pizza and a pizza company in your area wants to find more people to go in there, that we'll say, oh, just a recommendation, there's a pizza place around the corner, which has got great reviews. Now, and that's the type of advertising that we may do in the future. It's still very far off. But yeah, we want to be totally transparent. We want to be unconnected with these big tech companies. We want to be totally reliant on ourselves. And then, yeah, when it comes down to like 3 or 5 years where you're given a choice, hopefully we'll be the #1 choice, because we're doing things ethically.
Yeah, that's a great point. Doing things ethically, because the big social media platforms at the moment have lost that, or in my mind anyway, have lost that part of them. From when they first started to how they are now, and I think ethics has gone out the window a little bit, and I think someone needs to really draw them back into that.
Yeah, it's scary. Even with OpenAI this week, there's a lot of drama happening with Sam Altman, and there's a lot of mistrust happening as well, which is not nice. And yeah, it's one of those things. If you don't trust a company, as a whole, why would you use their service?
Absolutely. Yeah, I totally agree. Totally agree. Vincent, where can people find you if they want to find out more about these two platforms?
You can, on my social media, if you're on LinkedIn, look for Vincent Valentine. Look for the emoji, the fire emoji, because there's plenty of people there. That's me. And all the other social medias like Instagram, X, it's my handle is BIT Valentine. You can join me on there as well. Apart from that, with the company is cognitive.ai, so it's a nice, easy domain. Art.ai is a platform for the social media platform, and for the partner side of things, what we've just been talking about is girlfriend.ai and also partner.ai.
Lovely. I'll make sure that they're put into the show notes so that people can access those. Vincent, what advice would you give our listeners? It could be work related, could be on a personal level. What would you like to share?
What I would do, I mean, I've learned a lot in the last 6 months, especially setting up this company. And the most important thing is getting things out of your head. Now, if you store them in your head for too long, it causes issues. You will forget about them. Where in terms of AI services, have you heard of the system Notion?
No, I haven't.
It's your own little database. I call it my second brain. So with Notion, you can basically create like a fitness tab, work tab, you name it, and then just continuously add things. If something's in your head, you just write it in there and stuff like that. And with Notion, they released Notion AI, where it scans all the documents that you've done, and you can ask the bot anything about. So you can say, how was a podcast with Rose? So if I write show notes for myself about this meeting, I can go back, ask the LLM saying, look, talking with the experts, what did we talk about? And it'll go, you talked about this and this. So when running a business, I think this is crucial, especially if you've got ideas or if in meetings, you name it. And the AI element to Notion just saves so much time. And the same with Perplexity if you want to do research.
Wonderful. I know you as a thing that you want to promote is your girlfriend.ai, so I'll also put that in the show notes as well. Vincent, it's been a pleasure learning about your two platforms. I think they sound fascinating, and I do wish you well with them. I think that you're on a winner there, and I think people will be quite interested in learning more about them.
Fingers crossed.
Bye for now.
Thank you for having me again, and good luck with the podcast.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Talking with the Experts, hosted by Rose Davidson. Make sure you have a look at our back catalogue over at talkingwiththeexperts.com, and be sure to subscribe to our podcast so you don't miss out on any episode. We look forward to your company next time. Talking with the Experts.